verb たほうがいいです。Verb たほうがいい means it'd be better to verb. It's typically used to give advice to someone. 薬を飲みます to drink medicine or to take medicine. この薬を飲んだ方がいいですよ. It'd be better to take this medicine. Basically, it means you should take this medicine. What is this ほう? ほう is used to point to one of two things. A のほう it's A, not the other one. B のほう it's B I'm talking about, not the other option. ほう singles out one of two options. It's typically used when comparing two choices. So, この薬を飲んだ方がいいですよ essentially means taking this medicine would be better than not taking it. In lesson 26, we also learned たらいいですよ. この薬を飲んだらいいですよ. This one also basically means you should take this medicine. But たら means if. So it literally means it would be good if you take this medicine. It just suggests that taking the medicine is a good idea. It does not compare two options. So in general, たほうがいいですよ is a stronger suggestion, and たらいいですよ is a softer suggestion. So because of that, Minna no Nihongo explains that たほうがいいですよ might sound overbearing. It means being controlling or bossy, apparently. I guess it's true to some extent, but I want you to know that たほうがいいですよ is used a lot in actual conversations. Like it's a very, very common expression. And it doesn't always sound controlling or bossy, of course. There are actually many situations where たほうがいいですよ is definitely preferred over たらいいですよ. For example, imagine your coworker is working really hard, pushing himself too hard. Here, you should say, 休んだ方がいいですよ. You should get some rest. But saying, 休んだらいいですよ feels really unnatural here. Like it almost sounds like you don't really care. Like you're not worried about him at all. So here's the thing. たほうがいいですよ is preferred when you think choosing this other option will lead them to a bad outcome. Also, たほうがいいですよ is strongly preferred when you think they're already heading toward this bad outcome. In a situation like this, たほうがいいですよ is perfect to change their current path toward a better outcome. It's kind of like you're saying, this is the path you're on currently, but I think you should switch to this path for a better outcome. That's the feeling of たほうがいいですよ to me. So, to sum it up, you want to use たほうがいいですよ when you think the other option will lead them to a bad outcome. It kind of implies, if you don't listen to me, it will lead to a bad result. This is why たほうがいいですよ is considered a strong suggestion and can sometimes come off as overbearing. However, whether you want to sound strong or not, you kind of have to use たほうがいいですよ when you want them to stop what they're doing right now or change their current state. So, if you see a problem in their current state and if it seems like they're heading toward a bad outcome, you should use たほうがいいですよ. You don't need to worry about being overbearing in that case. Now let me give you a few notes about this grammar point. Note 1. When we use たほうがいいですよ to give advice to someone, we almost always add よ at the end. 休んだ方がいいですよ. Note 2. Like I said, this grammar point is normally used with the た form. But you can also use the dictionary form instead of the た form. But it's not like you can always do that, so be careful. For example, 休む方がいいですよ sounds a little unnatural. You can use the dictionary form when making a general statement rather than giving advice for a specific situation. For example, 東京に行くときは電車を使う方がいいです. This works fine if it's just a general statement rather than advice for a specific situation that someone is in. That said, you can still use the た form when making a general statement, So I recommend sticking with the top form generally, because it works in most situations. この薬を飲んだ方がいいですよ。You should take this medicine. If you want to say you shouldn't do something, use ないform plus 方がいいですよ。It'd be better not to verb. この薬を飲まない方がいいですよ。It'd be better not to take this medicine. You shouldn't take this medicine. この薬を飲まない方がいいですよ。Alright, that's all I need to explain today. Now, let's finish the lesson with a bit of practice. How'd you say, this restaurant is popular, so you better make a reservation. You should make a reservation. このレストランは人気だから予約した方がいいですよ。このレストランは人気だから予約した方がいいですよ。このレストランは人気だから予約した方がいいですよ。When you have a fever, you better not take a bath. You shouldn't take a bath. 熱があるときはお風呂に入らない方がいいですよ。熱があるときはお風呂に入らない方がいいですよ。熱があるときはお風呂に入らない方がいいですよ。Alright, 今日は以上です。今日もお疲れ様でした。皆さんいつも本当にありがとうございます。じゃあまた次のビデオで会いましょう。じゃあまたね。バイバイ。